So, first, try to assure me that you say sanctions, you need discretion. I understand that. From the point of view of the executive branch of government, you need discretion for them to have a policy. But the problem is one person can exercise that discretion, the President of the United States. And we saw that the President might very well, we know that there's been discussions about Magnitsky sanctions and with Mr. Putin, et cetera. Have you been briefed as to what happened in Helsinki in regards to discussions on sanctions?
I have been briefed on the appropriate information I need to carry out my job with relation to Russia, but the President's also been clear, as recently as an interview yesterday, which I would direct you to, that this was the question that you're asking, when he was asked in the interview, he was very clear about this. And beyond that, I would say...
He's very clear not in Helsinki.
He was very clear with regard to raising with Vladimir Putin the unacceptability of interference in our elections. He's been very clear in his statements that he has not at any point raised the possibility of lifting
sanctions. He did
sanctions.
that when he returned to Washington. He did not do that in Helsinki.
Sir, with all due respect, I'm not going to litigate the specifics of every comment that the President has made. I would point you towards our policies that are directed by the President of the United States. I disagree with your overall characterization that the President hasn't followed his policies. These are the President's policies. There's no distinction between the administration and the President. The President directed a Russia strategy, a strategy for countering Russian influence. The previous administration did not. I would point you to the 2010 national security strategy on Russia and compare it to our national security strategy as it relates to Russia. I would point you to what President Obama said in Moscow in 2009. He called Russia a mighty river and said that America wanted to ensure its rightful place among the great powers.
So I understand the policy right now. You're assuring this committee that unless Russia changes its behavior, we will not only maintain all of our sanctions, you're looking for ways to strengthen those sanctions against Russia and are prepared to work with this committee to give you additional tools in order to make it clear that without tangible, specific results, these sanctions will be maintained and expanded.
Yes, and I think that's also clear from our actions of the past year and a half.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.